You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
It's AGT, welcome back to the Kop TV. As you can see, we are above ground level. We're on top of Anfield right now with the one, the only. I'm going to call you Sir Ian Rush.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Very good to see you again. Listen, the last time I spoke to you, Ian, it was a bit of a different circumstance. We were in April, about to potentially do the quadruple. We find ourselves less than a year on in a little bit of a different situation, but still positives to take nonetheless.
Yeah, very much so. I think when you nearly win the quadruple, I think you realise how good that team was, you know, and I think we maybe overachieved then. And we're getting a bit back to normal now, but yes, it's been a bit of a disappointment, but I think injuries and everything, it's sometimes it takes time to get you into stride again.
Yeah, and you mentioned injuries, so many big names out. We're hearing maybe Jota, maybe Van Dijk back on the bench, at least for the derby. Going into this one, knowing Everton's new manager, knowing the fact that they've just beaten the league leaders, what's the Liverpool fans and what's your perspective on this game? Because normally we'd be very confident about this. One win in 24 odd years for Everton here. But this time it's a little bit different, isn't it?
Well, I would say no, in the way that the Merseyside derbies, this is one thing I could say, form book does go out the window. So it doesn't matter where you are in the league, the form book goes out the window. That's how big of the games it is. And if you asked me maybe about a week ago, I'd have said maybe, you know, Liverpool would be in a better position, but Everton beating Arsenal, you know, we disappointed to lose to Wolves. It brings Everton up a bit, but I think what I would go for is because we're playing at Anfield. Because we're playing at Anfield, I think we'll most probably be the favourites to win. If the game's at Goodison, it may be worrying me a little bit, but because the game's at Anfield, because the 12th man, the Kop, they will get behind the players, and they have to do that. And I keep saying, it's great when you're winning, a great supporting team when you're winning, but the true supporter will get behind the team when they're not winning. And that's what Liverpool supporters are. Their job will be get behind the team again Monday night and give 100%. That's all they want, give 100%. I believe we have better quality in Liverpool than Everton, but it doesn't always happen. And with Sean Dyche, he's changed the way of playing. It's more of a long ball now, and also getting in early crosses. And I think we need to stop to get them. If we can stop the crosses going in, I'd be quite confident.
You mentioned Sean Dyche, a bit of a Liverpool fan himself, if we're being totally honest. I mean, listen, Everton fans, rightly so, are very happy with that win, but Sean Dyche has won here recently with Burnley. There was a bit of a ding-dong between himself and Klopp in the tunnel. Yeah. Does that have anything to do with it? I mean, their little back and forth in the past, or is it a fresh slate now?
It's a fresh slate now. I think you look at that. I think when you look at Burnley, they always played that way. I know they played and they had to survive, and I think he's done a good job for Burnley by doing that. But Everton, I've seen should be in a different position, because Everton's quality is much better than Burnley's. But I think when Frank Lampard was there, he was trying to keep three at the back and all that, and it wasn't happening. I think he's gone back to basics now. He's gone back to basics. Kick a long ball. You don't go put a cross in, and there's a chance they'll score goals. And that'll be the same thing. For me, the most important thing here is the first 15-20 minutes. And I think when you look at Liverpool recently, they've been letting in early goals. And maybe a year ago, 2 year goals, we'd let in an early goal, but we get 2 or 3 at the other end. And I think because we're not finishing them off there, no, it could be a problem. So I think the first 20 minutes, keep it really tight. If we can keep it tight enough, we will get chances, and we've got to take the chances in. So I think the team that'll win, or the player win, will be who keeps a cool head in the right position. No, in goal scoring position, keep a cool head, and that'll be the difference between the two teams.
Absolutely. Now listen, you've scored a few goals, to say the very least, against Everton. We're looking at Núñez, we're looking at Gakpo to score the goals. Obviously Salah been out of form as well. Do you think it takes all of these guys just one goal, and then they feel that energy from the crowd that you were talking about, they feel that positivity going into the next game? I personally feel like, yes, they've all been off form, but all they need is one goal and then we're with them again.
Yeah, without doubt. I think and the team win, that helps as well. You know, if one of them can get a goal, the team wins. And what people don't realise as well, when we played there, we had Firmino, Salah and Mane. They all interacted with each other. And when we've lost Jota, we've lost Diaz So we've got 2 new ones coming in. It's just taking them time to adapt. You know, how the 3 work together, and they all need to interact at the right time. But it takes time to do that. No, 2 of them coming from a different country, then settling in the Premier League, the hardest league in the world, the best defenders in the world are here. So it's not going to happen overnight. And that's the way I look at it. You know, talking about Núñez, he scored 10 goals already. You know, so for me, you know, there will come a game where he'll score 3 or 4 goals in a game. You know, and that's what it's about. It's just getting the confidence to do that. And I think, you know, it will happen. It's hopefully it's either sooner than later. When I remember, I'll say when I played for Liverpool, I played, and I think it was 8 or 9 games before I scored my first goal.
What were you feeling though after game 6, 7? Are you feeling they're on my back here a little bit?
Well, they weren't as bad as what they are today. Because of social media, I think it's a lot harder today than it was when I was playing. But I always believed in myself. And a lot of strikers, when they're not playing well, they go deeper and deeper. Well, if you go deeper, you're not going to score. So my motto is never be scared to miss, and that's what I do. And doesn't matter, you know, because I'm getting in the right position. I'm doing something right. I can see Núñez doing that, but maybe not scoring. I wasn't scoring. So Bob Paisley got me in and said, "Well, you need to be greedy." And I'm saying, "Well, I thought it was a team game." He said, "But you haven't scored." So it's getting right. So I went out and I was greedy. And I started scoring, then eventually start coming a bit more team play. But it's getting your own confidence, and that's what it's all about. Just getting that first goal and getting your confidence. Sometimes you have to be greedy, and that's the way it is. Then you become more of a team player once you've sorted yourself out first.
Quick score prediction then for Monday night. What's it going to be like?
I always say it all the time. For me, I'm going 3-1 Liverpool.
I said the same about 20 minutes ago. I said the same, so looking forward to that.
My name is Mario, this is the Kop TV, and we are with the biggest goal scorer in Liverpool history, Jan Rush. I'm from Italy, and I moved to Liverpool because of my love for Liverpool Football Club. So just to my quick story. So, Mr. Jan, what do you think that, which is for your point of view, the main problem for Liverpool this season?
I don't think it's a problem. I think at the end of the day, we've just got injuries, you know, and maybe a lack of confidence. That's what it's all about. But you've got to stick together. Like I keep saying, I think it's important now that they stick as a team. You know, they all work together, and you can see they're working as a team. They just need that little bit of luck.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. I mean, the midfield for me needs to be, you know, invest some money, something like that, because we need to. We didn't see like that freshness from last season with some players with like bad form. But Monday we've got a derby game, which is one of the most important games of the season. Are you confident about the game? Of course you are, definitely.
Yeah, of course you have to be confident with playing at Anfield. No matter who we play at Anfield, you've got to be confident. But you just got to work hard. And they say Merseyside derbies are something special. And that's for the supporters, because they want the bragging rights the next day when they go to work to say, no, we won. And but Liverpool supporters, they'll get behind the team, and that's what. As long as the players give 100%, which they do, they'll get behind the team. I believe we have the better quality than Everton, but it doesn't always happen. But if they work hard and do that, they will overcome that.
I absolutely agree. And the last question I want to ask you: which one is the best player you ever played with in Liverpool?
Well, there's only one, King Kenny Dalglish. You know, he's a legend. He made a lot of goals for me. You know, we had a good partnership together. So there's only one for me.
Absolutely. Thanks very much, Mr. Jan. It's been a pleasure. All the best. Thank you.
Just quickly before we go, we're about to go down the abseiling now. Do you fancy that yourself? Well, of course, thank you to Liverpool FC for inviting us down, but are you going to go down as well?
I'll go down after you.
Wow. See it. We have to sign a waiver, so if it doesn't work out for me, you're all right.
Okay. Kenny Dalglish, I've got to go.
Rashi, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Absolute legend. Like, comment and subscribe. All the best. Top man, thank you so much.
Thank you. All the best.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.